I'm here because you are my friend. Okay, that's no friends.
Not worrying about you clowns and peons. I'm somewhere else and I'm beyond your grasp. A different type of math, a different kind of path. Every day you live, you.
What up, though?
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Everybody, welcome back in again and again to the Give Me My Props Sports Betting Podcast / Family. I am Larry Williams, aka that first little bit of rain that come down when you get your car washed. He is Jan Bond, aka Jan and Juice. And this is the Give Me My Props Sports Bet Podcast / Family, where we talk about all things NFL and NBA sports bet related, as well as life, love, and other stuff. And we typically like to open up the show talking about other stuff, Jan. And you don't like to overshare it, but I'm compelling you to. Right now, I'm compelling you to. Jan, talk about some other stuff. What do we got, Brody?
I'm sports 24/7, so my other stuff is going to be sports related. Hey, I made the Madden Super Bowl in my league.
Jan is a very serious Madden player, and I can promise you. Listen, he takes Madden really serious. I know Madden has grown, and Madden is very much a part of the culture right now, man. Madden is like a part of the culture, man. And so shout out to you for making the Super Bowl, and it's gonna be streaming on Twitch, man. Tell people how to get to you, Jan.
Oh yeah, you can follow people that know me. I'll probably send y'all a link, but you can go to Snipes TV at Twitch and follow him, and then whenever his Super Bowls come up, I should be one of them. Look for Gin and Juice.
All right, so that's how you get to Jan to watch his Super Bowl performance on Madden. And for me, I went to a parent meeting for my kids' basketball team, and they shoved us in like the little, I don't know, it's not a locker room, it's like a equipment room or something. It stunk in there, Jan. It smelled horrible, bro. Jeez, oh, peas, man. And I mean, it just smelled like teenage boys or something. It smelled like feet, or it was just not a good smell. Very traumatic. So that was my night tonight. NBA mid-season tournament going on tonight, Jan. Mid-season tournament going on tonight. Spurs lost by almost 40. Chet and Wemby, underwhelming national television debut against each other. Very underwhelming. I would have liked to see both of them get 20. Neither one of them had 20, Jan.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I know Wemby has been kind of inconsistent so far. I mean, he's a rookie though, so you expect that. And Chet is quote unquote a rookie. I never liked it. If you get hurt your rookie season, you get to repeat your rookie season. I never liked it that. Blake Griffin was rookie of the year with that too.
Remember Donovan Mitchell was beefing with Ben about that.
Right, exactly. I remember that. I never was a fan of that in the NBA because I don't think that's in any other sport, but it's definitely in the NBA. If you get hurt your rookie season, then you get to relive.
Wembanyama on the season, 19.7 points a game, 8.8 rebounds, 2.5 block and a steal. Man, shooting 30% from three. What the hell are you doing shooting threes, Wemby?
Right.
Get your field goal percentage up. Your field goal percentage 76%. You got to at least be shooting 80% to shoot a three, Wemby. No, I'm joking. He's played tonight very underwhelming. 8 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. Plus minus was minus 31, but they lost by damn near 40. So you kind of got to expect the plus minus to be kind of in the dumps. If you lose by 40, your plus minus is gonna be in the dumps. And I think that our rookie of the year could be Chet. They probably gonna give it to Wemby though. On the season, he's averaging 16.5 points, 7.5 boards, 2.5 assists, 2.5 blocks, and almost a steal. So these kids are pretty much carbon copies of each other. A lot of exciting NBA tonight, though. Not necessarily just those two. Jimmy Nunn was having some issues down there. PJ Washington in the gang. Hey, they was not having it tonight, man. I'm telling you, those boys were not having it, and you know, the ball kid was just, he played big tonight. Just not enough, not enough. And who else played tonight? The Pistons played the Hawks tonight. What was the disposition of that game? I don't remember what happened in that game. I know the
Um,
Pistons cost me some damn money tonight,
yeah,
but
yeah,
that's okay.
and I was texting Roz and Seth in disgust because I bet
Yeah,
I bet the first quarter, and then they end up winning. They end up at some point they was winning the game, and I'm like, oh wow,
yeah, they ended up losing by
oh
6,
oh by
which
six, okay,
seems, that seems appropriate.
right, no
I'm about
trade,
to
huh?
start a damn petition. Get Killian Hayes the hell out of there. Let the Sasser kid do what he does, man. That Sasser kid, I think he got a little sauce, and I like the Sasser kid. Um, let's see who else. Nuggets and the Clippers play tonight. The Pacers popped the Sixers, man. The Pacers popped the Sixers. You thought
Wow,
Embiid was out, but Embiid actually played tonight and played 38 minutes and had 39 points. I remember a while ago, great basketball player at my college, a guy named Tim Sanders. We called him Chicken, and Tim was a great basketball player, man. I'm telling you, he was out of sight. And I said, man, you had a good game, like 30 maybe or so. And he said, man, you hooping. He said somebody told me you hooping when you score a point a minute. He was like, that's how you measure it. He said, if you're doing a point a minute, that's when you're hooping. And he was
right,
like, man, I ain't, I did all right. I couldn't believe it because he had like 32, hit a big shot or something crazy. He had one of those crazy
right.
basketball games. But I know you're tired of this basketball talk. I could finish going through the NBA stuff for the night, but I won't. Let's jump over into the schedule. A couple of days away from the game, Cincinnati's going to Baltimore. A good ass Thursday game. This is a great one because on Thursday you got to watch it on Amazon Prime.
Yep, yep, and we
What's
get
the benefit of Amazon Prime, Jan?
the all 11 view, which I love the all 11 view. I know I'm a football like nerd, so that it might not be enjoyable to the casual fan, but seeing the whole play is how I learned how to watch football. You know what I'm saying? So
And it does. I mean, it hurts because you're not up on the play.
right, right. It's hard to see, yeah, because since it's all 11, it's smaller, so sometimes it's hard to see where the ball at and all that stuff. But you can actually see the receivers open. You can see the receivers doing jumping jacks, waving, and then and Justin Fields running out the pocket the other way. You can see all that stuff. So you can actually get a view of, because a lot of times the offensive line get blamed for quarterbacks getting sacked, and that's not always the case. Sometimes quarterbacks just don't know what's going on downfield, and they hold the ball, and then they get sacked, and then the offensive lineman get blamed. But sometimes it be people wide open, and the quarterback don't throw the ball for some reason. But you can see all that.
All that being said, who you like in the game, Jan, and why?
Uh,
This is, in my opinion, this is as pick 'em as it comes this week, man. I mean,
uh
there's a lot of good games this week. We defined a lot of clear winners, and I think we got one in this game. But it just was strictly the eyeball test, bro. Because we got numbers and all these stats and all this weird shit that we do to try to find a good bet to tell us who we think is gonna win the game. But the eyeball test, bro, the eyeball test. These teams are as close as they get, yeah.
it's about as close as it gets. This division is really tough. Pretty much the division is kind of up for grabs right now. I know preseason, I think I said Pittsburgh, just kind of throwing something out there, and it looked like um, they in the mix. The whole division in the mix. The Ravens look crazy, but they got a humble
Are the
pie.
Ravens the best team in the NFL right now?
They were last week. The-
Did it change? Is it now Dallas and shit? Like, who is it now?
Right.
Like, who's the best team in the NFL right now?
over the
I
past
think we
month,
saw Kansas City lose their last game. Last we saw Kansas City, they lost, didn't they?
no, they won. Kansas City only lost one game. No, twice. Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
they
You're right. You're right.
lost, right? Yeah.
They lost to the Broncos. You're right. So, actually, the Eagles should be number one, and then the Chiefs, and then the Ravens, maybe. Yeah.
Eagles? Yeah, Eagles.
Yeah, right. No, it's tough. I don't know. Shake them up, roll
All right.
them, pick
Who's
one.
in the jam? Like, we gonna do our power rankings next week, everybody.
Yeah, we do
ain't
it
doing
next
them
week.
that week. We
Nah,
do a
we'll
power
do it next
ranking
week.
next week. I want to put the squeeze on Jan ass right. Well, wow. I'm supposed to say pause if we were playing that young people game, right? So who's winning the game, Jan? Why? What do we got? Because I know what the pick is, but tell America.
Right. Now, okay, the spread is the Bengals is getting 4 points, which the Bengals already lost to the Ravens, and I think that was week 2. So this is the black and blue division. I don't think anybody is going to sweep anybody. I think everybody's going to split. But give me the Bengals. Joe Burrow is 16-8 against the spread as an underdog. Whenever he's an underdog, he's 16-8 against the spread. When the points are 3 or more, he's 15-2 ATS. Give me the Joe Burrow. And this is a ATS stat, so take Cincinnati plus the 4. But I took it money line, but the stat tells us ATS.
The stat tells us to take the 4 points.
Yeah. And
we're taking.
I bet it money line. I bet it money line, but.
And I am also gonna bet at money line. I'm not afraid to do that. I'm just gonna ride my dog on this one. I just think that Cincinnati's flying high at the right time. I think Baltimore's primed to lose one. Didn't they just lose one?
Yeah, lost to Cleveland.
To Cleveland.
To Cleveland. Two of their 3 losses are to their division.
Wow. It's just a tough division.
Tough division.
All of them may make the playoffs. And speaking of the North, Pittsburgh going to Cleveland. Pittsburgh is better than everybody thinks. Nobody in America has Pittsburgh as like one of the better teams and playoff and all of this stuff. Pittsburgh's right in there with your 49ers, right in there with Dallas, right in there with Miami, right in there with Jacksonville. Pittsburgh is right in that stuff. All that being said, I'm taking Cleveland, okay? I don't like Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh, bro. I'm taking Cleveland. Who are you taking, Jan? And tell the people why. Because I'm taking them out of emotion because I hate Pittsburgh.
Right. Even though Pittsburgh won you a lot of money against Cleveland, and I think that was like week 2 or week 3.
Yeah, that was like week 2.
Yeah, Monday night, Pittsburgh.
That was the one game. How much they take back? Shit, I left my wallet on the dresser and they went in it. Trust me.
And that's the one game. Shout outs to my homeboy Seth. That's the one game he was shocked that I took Pittsburgh because I played with Cleveland on Madden, so everybody think I love Cleveland. I would bet against Cleveland next week.
you must be getting some back end pressure to do some public relations because. Hey, he normally don't be say y'all name on here. Now I don't say it out of like I just ain't gonna be saying y'all name, but cause that's y'all man's. But y'all might be putting some back end pressure on my dog. Stop jacking on my co-host, approach him at the Easter market, and making him say your name, Philly boys. Cleveland's taking this one.
Yeah, give me Cleveland. I think they split. You know what I'm saying? Just to make a long story short. Give me Cleveland.
They'll split. They'll split. Chicago's going to Detroit.
And I bet it. I bet Cleveland minus 4. No, actually Cleveland money line, and I parlayed it with Detroit.
I'm gonna recommend you stay out of that game, America. There's just so many more sexy games you can tease and do all kinds of, because we explained the teaser last week. If you don't know the teaser, go listen to last week's show or the week before that. We explained the teaser.
Right.
So tell me other things you can do.
That's
You ain't gotta
actually
do that, America.
that's actually what I did. I'm sorry, America. I'm going off the top. I did tease that, and I'll get to my other teasers when we get to it. But I did.
Nah, go to them now so we can just keep them at the top of the slate.
Okay, I teased that a 6-point teaser. I teased Cleveland with Jacksonville, and Cleveland with
So Tennessee's going to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Nobody in their right mind thinks Tennessee's gonna win this game. And the line is a little crazy, so that means he took 6 points on it.
Yeah. Because I think it's a division game, so sometimes division games come real close. I don't think Tennessee.
They are really close a lot.
Yeah, Tennessee is exceptional as an underdog at home. Like when they're away, not so much. And Jacksonville has had their number lately over the past couple of years.
Jacksonville's playing really well too. They playing like a top 7 team right now.
Yes, they're playing really well. Levis, even though he looks better than Malik Willis, he still has some growing to do. He came out on fire, but he kind of came back down to earth a little bit. So give me Jacksonville, and I teased that along with Seattle. So it's a 6-point teaser. So the new lines is Cleveland +2, Jacksonville -0.5, Seattle +7 at +160. So you parlay all those, and it's +160. We can go to the Seattle game now. The Seattle is the underdog against the Rams.
Why, Jan? Why?
Right.
Seattle is really good.
Really good. They 6-3. The Rams are 3-6. Why is somebody 3-6 favored over somebody 6-3? Like I have no clue. Even though I do know why, because I looked at deep down in some stats, so I do kind of see why. The last time they played, the Rams blew the doors off of Seattle. It was like week 2.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like Seattle's good. I don't see this. Tell me, what's the stat, dog? What is it? What's happened there that they would damn favorite the Rams over Seattle?
Well, the last time they played, I want to say it was week 2. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. It was early in the season. The Rams beat them 30-13. So I think.
And Cooper Kupp wasn't there.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp.
If it was that early, Cooper Kupp was not there.
Yeah, it was that early. So I think the books are just not. And then Seattle took some. They got blew out by the Ravens, and then they barely beat Washington. So I think the books is kind of down on Seattle, even though I think Seattle should be favored by like 2.5, in my opinion. So I betted it.
The Lions got blew out by the Ravens.
Right.
A lot of teams get beat by the Ravens, but they blew out the Lions and
Seattle
the Seahawks. They blew them out the worst.
Yeah, and Seattle beat the Lions too. So
yeah, Seattle did beat the Lions.
So sometimes just teams just match up different with some teams. It's just kind of weird like that sometimes. But give me Seattle, and I tease that.
So the teams in the teaser are Cleveland over Pittsburgh, Jacksonville over Tennessee, and then Seattle over the Rams.
Yes.
And tease that 6 or 8 points. Do whatever you want to. Buy more points. Buy less points. We explain teasers. Tease that. Our last teaser hit. Anybody who bet our last teaser +160. Y'all are freaking welcome. Give me my props, please, Jan. Tell them folks what to do.
Oh yeah, give me my props.
All right. The Chargers are going to Green Bay. Chargers, tough game, tough loss against the Lions. Seems like I hadn't seen Green Bay play in a couple of weeks. Were they on a bye last week?
They lost to Pittsburgh.
No,
they played.
Didn't pique my interest. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure why. Nah, man. I mean, that game completely. That's one. it's a blue collar game. Going to be a lot of defense, a lot of running the football. A lot of dink and dunks in that game and check down, that kind of crap. And I normally couldn't get into a game like that, but I didn't. Chargers going to Green Bay. Who you got? I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I'm actually going to take Green Bay just on
At
the
home.
fact. Yeah, they're at home. I'm not betting it, but if anybody out there like Green Bay, I would suggest take Green Bay plus the points. The Chargers play down and up to their competition. They have a lot of close games. They don't have any defense. I think Aaron Jones can run down their throat. Last week, 2 Lions had over 100 yards rushing. Yeah.
You forgot to say 2 Lions that weren't on my daily fantasy football team. 2 Lions that were not on my daily fantasy football team.
Yes.
I think we can get away from there.
Okay.
Here's a game that I like. I'm gonna try to do something with it, Jan. I don't know how I'm gonna squeeze some value out of this. I probably have to parlay it with like at least one other team, maybe an upset, maybe throw it with like Cincinnati and that upset over there, or throw it with Seattle because I like that upset as well. Vegas is going to Miami, and I don't think there's any way in hell that Vegas beats Miami at home. This ain't happening, bro. Miami, they have looked human as of late, but just still a really tough team to play at home. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, give me the Dolphins. I just
What's the line though? The line is like 50. I know they're giving up 12 at least. No, 10 at least. 10 at least.
Yeah, the line. Wow, and you might have to find it on different books, but the book I'm looking at right now is minus 13.
Oh God, 13 points. It's that is mildly appropriate though. To be honest, it's mildly appropriate. The Dolphins are really good at home.
They're really good at home. They're undefeated against the spread at home, and they have some huge spreads at home. They're actually 7-2 off of a bye against the spread too. So they've been covering these huge numbers against bad teams. Like when they play teams with winning records, it looked totally different. But when they play teams that with losing records, they tend to blow them out. So, but just on principle, I just don't get in the habit of taking double-digit spreads, minus double-digit spreads. I will take a plus.
Yeah, we don't like double-digit spreads. Going the other way. We haven't turned that corner where we can just take those same points. Because that's really all it's telling you. Like, we hate the spread the one way, you can take it the other way. But we just haven't turned that corner as bettors. And I'll be damned if any of you tell us about any deficiency we have as bettors, because we bet better than most of you. Yeah, how do I know that? Because most of you call me. Okay? So I'm not going to even play around. Y'all be calling us and asking us stuff, and we had to tell y'all, listen to the show. And that's a dig at everybody who's called me and asked me about a bet. No, I'm just joking. You know I love you guys. I need to stop.
And I actually teased. I got 2 teasers going. I actually got 3 teasers going, but I think I'm only going to give y'all 2. I teased this one, the Miami Dolphins. I did a 7-point teaser with Miami. Did we talk about Detroit yet?
We did.
Okay. Miami, Detroit, and Washington. So I guess we can get into Washington.
Yeah, the Washington game. That's kind of next up anyway. The Giants are going to Washington, and I don't think there's no way in hell that the Giants are winning that game. Washington is good. They just catch some bad breaks, man. TJ McLaurin. What's with McLaurin? What's his name? Terry McLaurin?
Yeah, Scary Terry.
Scary Terry. You're going to drop some damn football, Scary Terry.
He made up for it last week. He had some huge catches last week, but it was like the week before he kept dropping passes.
It cost me, it cost me some bread like 3 weeks ago or whatever it was. I need you to get your feet down, Terry.
Yeah.
Good daggone feet down, brother.
Yep.
Anyways, tell the people about your parlay. I got a little emotional sidetrack. Sorry about that.
Nah, I did a 7-point teaser with this one. And if you go to 7 points, it's 120 for 3 teams. Plus 120.
Plus 120.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
So I have Detroit, and I don't think we talked about Detroit, but I got Detroit minus 2.
The Bears are going to Detroit.
Okay. Detroit minus 2.5. These are the new lines. Washington Commanders minus 2.5. The Dolphins minus 3. I think this is solid.
Dang,
Washington,
Dolphins. That's a great one. That sounds like free money, Jan.
it does sound like free money. The Giants is trash. Danny DeVito is playing quarterback.
Who?
Danny
The
DeVito.
dude from Twins, the little guy.
Yeah.
He sells what he sell like Penn Station Subway sandwiches.
Right. He's playing quarterback. The Giants actually beat Washington, anybody that heard that show, I don't know what week that was. That was one of our bets too. The Giants to beat the Commanders, but the Giants is not sweeping nobody. They're not sweeping the floor. Like
No, yeah, they won't sweep the floor.
they're not sweeping nobody. So give me Washington. I just don't like the spread. The spread is 10. Which is a lot of points. Washington is not that good to be laying 10, minus 10 points. So that's why I teased it. Washington minus 2.5 is great.
Let me tell you something too. Denver is losing the first quarter.
Oh my God.
Are you in there?
No, I'm not in the first quarter. I got out of the
I'm in the
first quarter.
game. I'm in the game.
I'm in the
I
game.
feel so thankful. I took the 4.5 points. Like
I'm
I
in
think
the
those.
game.
But I'm scared because the Clippers have to win a game, bro. They
They
have
have
to
it.
win a game with. Yeah, they're not gonna keep losing with James Harden.
Right.
Do they beat the champs at home? I don't know. But
Right.
I just thought I'd just put that, because we was on the fence. Because Denver first quarter is one of our bets, and
Right.
we was on the fence about it. And I think we let the last one go by and they won.
Right.
We normally try to ride it because if you ride it, you're gonna come out on the positive end.
Right.
If you just give the points with Denver, take them in the first quarter, you're gonna come out positive.
Right.
But anyway, let's move on. Looking at the schedule, this is a trap. Don't fall for the trap game. In my most humble opinion, Dallas going to Carolina, bro. Now listen, how many games has Carolina won?
1. Uno.
They're gonna probably win about 3 games, bro. Maybe 4.
Yep.
Is this one of them, Jan? I kind of feel like this might. And I called a win. Didn't I call the win?
Yeah.
I
You
pick it?
you picked the win over Houston. You picked it.
Over Houston.
You picked they won't win.
Yo.
You picked they won't win.
And bruh, as good as I think Dallas is, and listen, do not damn be calling me Texas. I know how y'all is down there. I used to live there. I love y'all and everything. Y'all will call a brother out. Don't call me nobody from Dallas. Call me nobody from Texas. I think y'all might go in there and get trapped, bro. I think it might be a trap.
I think it's a trappy game too. I actually think Dallas is going to win, but I'm not putting my money on this. This is the exact thing that Dallas do. They'll go out and impress people one week and then lose to the Cardinals the next week. They already did it.
Hey, shout out to Arizona. They just, hey man, Kyler Murray. What's the little dude name?
Oh, Downs in
Kyler Murray.
Minnesota. Oh yeah, Kyler Murray. The new he back and
Shout out to Arizona.
Yeah.
Don't be doing Arizona like that.
Yeah, but at the time, they had Josh Dobbs, and and Dallas do.
Shout out to Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, shout out to Josh Dobbs.
Like, don't do Josh Dobbs like that. You're coming for Josh Dobbs
Yeah,
after the game he got his second game ball in a row.
yeah,
First of all, Josh Dobbs don't even know the dude at the gas station yet. He just moved to Minnesota, and he know the playbook already.
right. Yeah,
Too. Let's go on. Arizona. They're going to Houston. Arizona's going to Houston. No in hell Arizona wins that game. Well, I don't know, because Kyler Murray back.
yeah. Kyler Murray is back, and I hate I left
But
that much.
Houston is so dang. Houston with the big, nasty, dangerous one. I'm surprised Mark didn't call me and reprimand me for picking against his team. He may not have listened to the show.
Right. It was the
He may not have
Bengals.
listened to the show.
It was the Bengals, so you can't blame you for that. But Houston is playing really well. And I thought the points was really too high, but like you said, if you think the points too high, you're supposed to just automatically bet the other way.
Mhm.
And we do it sometimes, but not
We hadn't turned
much
that
so.
corner as
Right. I turned it tonight though. I got one for you. I turned it, but yeah, I'm leaning to Arizona. I'm actually leaning to Arizona. I'm not betting it, but I'm leaning to Arizona. And then, I'm gonna say this too. So the people from Houston don't at me. put
Mark is gonna call. He's gonna text me immediately as soon as we upload the damn show. He's calling. Mark, leave us alone. No, I love you, Mark.
I
You
put a
know that.
few. I put a futures bet. Anytime I'm betting on y'all favorite teams, y'all should get happy, and y'all should like run and do it. I took Houston plus 110 to make the playoffs.
Houston is a playoff team. They look like a
Yes.
playoff team. I don't know if they're a playoff
Yes.
team. They look like the playoff.
Yeah.
And right now they're in the hunt, right? Or
No,
are they
they're in the playoffs.
No, they're
if it,
in. They're,
if it
they're
ended
seven,
right now,
right?
they're in.
They're
Yep,
7.
They're 7, right? Yep. So
Yep.
they're going to make the and they're allowed to win the division. I bet it. I like it. I think they're going to make the playoffs. I bet it with my heart, my real money. I bet it.
Man, and Mark is a guy I know from Houston, right? And I went to visit him there, and I love his mom too. His mom is so nice. She nice. Oh man, listen. I went to the 3rd ward in Houston, not the famous 5th ward. I went to the 3rd ward, which is something that like you got to be from Texas to know that there's a 3rd ward, and it's pretty popular too. And Mark's just a great guy out of Houston, and Mark, we like y'all team. And the great part about it is he was one of my college friends. The great part about it is we got one of the twins. So they got one twin, we got the other twin in the basketball though.
Okay.
The Osir and Amin, what are they? Thompson. What are the twins? The Austin.
Yeah.
They came out of that OTE league. Anyways,
Okay.
we got some twins that we split in the NBA. So I like them, and they're both good too. They're both really good. But let's get away from the personal stuff. And shout out to Al too. Why we ain't saying Al next? Hey, listen. Shout out to Al and shout out to A4, who I heard your scoring was down. A4, we're disappointed in you. Okay, no, we're not disappointed in you. A4. Hopefully you come back with a big game. Maybe 12 to 15. I heard you're averaging somewhere around there, between 13 and 17. But as a 5 or 6 year old, that's pretty damn good.
Right.
So shout out to A4. He's gonna be a big kid. Tampa's going to Frisco, bro. Tampa's going to Frisco. Game feels funny, but you got to take San Francisco. How many points are they giving Tampa?
11.
Ooh.
And this is why I turned the corner. I know you said like if we don't like the number, just take the other team. I bet it. Y'all don't have to follow me in on this. I know it's hard to bet against San Fran.
It's tough to bet against them.
But I bet them. Tampa is undefeated against the spread on the road. They're 4-0. They covered every road game this season. This is extremely high, and the lines were lower than that. The ones that they covered. This is 11. Tampa Bay is real good against the run. They're like number 6 in the league at stopping the run. San Fran loves to run, so I think.
Well, look who they got over there rushing the pill. The guy who you want to put Saquon over him, and I won't allow you to do it.
Yeah, Tampa.
We need to do a position power ranking too.
Oh yeah, we can get that one day.
Like a top 3 or 5.
Yeah, we can do that. But I think Tampa keeps this close. I think they keep it within 10. They can lose by 8. So within 11, they can lose by 10. I took Tampa plus 11. I think they keep this relatively close.
This game feels weird to me, but just no way I could pick against the 49ers. It's just really tough to do so. I think the line 11 points is too high. I definitely would not bet that. We kind of talked about the Jets. No way in hell they're gonna beat Buffalo and sweep the Bills.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about that.
Yeah, it's not happening.
We talked about the Seahawks going to the Rams. Minnesota's going to Denver. Why does this game feel something sticking out? Something's poking out about this game for me. Why? Is it because Denver and Minnesota are kind of both on the uptick, or
yeah, they both.
Is that why this game's poking out at me? Because
Yeah.
this game, it seems special for whatever reason.
Yeah, Denver has won, I think 3 in a row. I think 2 in a row against Super Bowl contenders, and Minnesota has won, I think 5 in a row.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 in a row.
Four and
Minnesota's
5.
on a damn tear.
Yeah, undefeated without Justin Jefferson, like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they lose their best two offensive players, and they better than they have been all season.
Right.
Better than they have been
So
all season. Shout out
yeah.
Josh Dobbs too. He just tried to shit on you. He took a gigantic bird boo on you, Josh Dobbs, and I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, give me. I'm actually leaning Minnesota on this. I'm not betting this game. This is stay away from me. But I just know it be upset, so I just can't go heavy favorites all everywhere. So, this is where I go upset.
Denver's at home. They
Denver's
just
at
beat
home.
two really, really tough teams.
Right.
I don't know that I can take them.
Yeah.
Looks like Denver's gonna win this first quarter by 1 point.
Oh wow. Did
Yeah.
did they cover? I think no.
I
It was
think
one
it
and a
was
half.
1.5.
Yeah, it was 1.5.
Yeah, it was
So
1.5. And
good. Good.
Kyle's on the line right now about to kill that 1.5. Right now, he's killing it.
Okay.
Oh, he missed the free throw.
Oh, one and a half. Good.
Oh, tip back. Oh, it missed.
1.5 is good.
1.5 was good.
Oh, that was a good. We should have betted it.
Man, did you want to be? Did you want to be like right there with Norman Powell, needing to miss that second free throw,
Right.
and then possibly getting that put back in? You didn't want to be in that.
No, I ain't want that.
You didn't want to be involved in that. Your heart would have been pounding out your chest.
Right.
And for me, that 4.5 ain't looking as sexy as it was. Philadelphia's going to Kansas City. This might be the best game of the week. That Cincinnati-Baltimore game, they opening and closing us really good. So
really good.
Thursday, we got Cincinnati-Baltimore. On the Monday, we got Philadelphia and Kansas City. Going to Kansas City. Give me Kansas City. Give me my props. Jan, we ain't got a lot of time. You know that, bro.
Yeah. Give me Kansas City. I'm not betting it. Just gonna sit back and watch and enjoy it. But give me Kansas City.
This is one that you probably need to just enjoy, America. Remember, rewind the tape back. Get our teaser. He put a second teaser out there. I ain't fooling with his second teaser. That first one I really love. Give me my props, America. Jan, tell these folks what to do.
Give me my props.
We out. We love y'all.
Peace.